If you've been watching that Kaiju number 8 all night, if you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the Vista. Smoke me out, fam, with all the dank shit. On my left, your boy Blue.
Drake, just keep taking those L's. Just keep taking those L's.
On my far right, engineering on the ones and twos, choke people out on the threes and fours, Chronos.
Yes, I am wearing my spectacles once again because I got poked in the eye again. But also,
With a new poke?
Yeah, a new poke. This one actually, there's visible damage. But anyway, know your safe words. Pro tip, just saying, know your safe words. If y'all watching The Boys, you know what I'm talking about.
All right. We might have old Ninja jumping in late. Who knows? But we back up in here. What stats are we starting off with?
My lovely oldest daughter is first in the chat, followed by Scribe24. What's going on, both of you? And listener of the week would be Geeps.
Ooh.
So yeah,
Sounds new. All right.
Yeah. So thanks for watching on the live stream, and thanks for listening on the audio.
Very good. Very good. Good shit. Good shit. Holy shit! What? I know we don't have any, or do we have any pouring out beverages without old?
There
Ninja?
are, but I don't know any of these folks.
All right,
as usual. That's as per the usual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll take a quick glance, see if I know any of them, but I doubt it. I feel like
name sounds familiar.
I feel like Old Ninja's like some industry insider.
He really is.
Nancy McKenzie, yeah. Donald Sutherland. Oh, this is from last week. Donald Sutherland died last week. Yeah, he got these.
Yeah, he did.
Pretty sure.
All right, goddammit. Where y'all want to start the fucking show off? Sounded like Blue, you had something hot and ready.
Well, I have an Ask BthanBTI question, but I'm gonna save it for later once we get Old Ninja on here, because we get like at least majority of the cast point of view on here. But yeah. Well, first of all, I started my intro with something about Drake. So I know we've been fucking beating a dead horse with a stake lately, but that fucking horse keeps getting back up to get beat back down.
I don't know why.
But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why. But apparently Drake just betted $300,000 on I guess his Canada team versus Argentina.
Well, isn't Messi on Argentina's team? Messi, right?
I
don't
know. I'm not the sports guy on this cast.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a soccer fan or a football fan. I used to be an American football fan. I'm not a traditional football fan, but I know the name Messi. I'm pretty sure he plays in Argentina, and I can't name a single player from a Canada team, and I know that Messi's pretty good. So I don't know. He took that same bet, like he took out a bet that he could beat Kendrick Lamar. I'm just saying.
Yeah, right. And he lost hard, but yeah. So Argentina beat Canada. He betted $300,000, which that's not. I mean, he's bet millions before in the past. He's kind of has a bit of a gambling addiction. But yeah, Argentina won, and to kind of I guess make fun of Drake, or just to trying to be like, hey, haha, we beat your team. They played not like us, and throughout their entire fucking stadium, and they made it basically their anthem for that day. But I think it's fucking hilarious. But what do your guys take on that?
That is funny as shit. It's weird to me. Like $300,000 is a lot of fucking money. Like when you look at like average salary, $50,000, $80,000, $60,000, like just annually for a lot of people, that's a whole lot of fucking chicken to be just thrown away. But
yeah,
chicken.
Yeah, Messi is from Argentina, and he's like one of the best soccer players ever. And it's like,
hey, can y'all not hear me? Am I coming?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. I'm having like connection issues for a second.
Oh, no, you're good now. At least from our end.
All right. Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, no, Lionel Messi is from Argentina, and he plays for the Argentina team. He plays for another team too, but betting against him seems kind of dumb. It'd be like betting against, I don't know, like Mike Tyson in the 90s or something. You know what I mean? It's like if there was a team of other Mike Tysons, but I don't get it.
A whole team of Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
there's something. I don't know. There's something that came up recently that was kind of trending, where they talked about the word soccer. How they kind of make fun of like America and other countries using the word soccer instead of football. but it actually turns out I don't know if it's 100% true or not, but I've seen it posted up a lot. But basically, like soccer. So I guess back in the day, soccer was originally called. It wasn't called soccer, but it's called like the Association of something, like Association of Football, and like they would shorten it just to association. But then like, I guess it was kind of like a kind of the youth would use slang, and they would add er to certain thing. So instead of saying like ass and saying after, they don't want to say that, so they use the SOC of association, and that made soccer. So soccer became kind of the slang name for football. And so when America got introduced to soccer, they called it soccer. And so America started calling it soccer because of that. But then they went back and started calling it football again. And so that's the history of why America calls it soccer, and the English calls it.
That sounds super urban legend.
That sounds like super typical American revisionist history bullshit right there.
Well, no. So this was somebody from the UK telling the story.
I don't give a fuck where they're from. But like, if we're saying that soccer is short for association, putting er on it, then we would call other things soccer as well. I don't believe that. I think that it should be called football. It's just that we decided that we wanted to call this other sport football as well, and it just didn't make sense. Even though our version of football is kind of incorrectly named, I think that it should be called something else. Football, being soccer, is correct because all you're doing is kicking shit with your feet. So ball, like that's very easy to understand.
On dictionary.com, it says the association and association football was also shortened to soccer.
Yeah. I could still.
There was I thought you were gonna say, Blue, that you got this from
TikTok.
Stuff you should know.
You should know.
Oh yeah.
And I read a stuff you should know, like actual book about it, about stuff, and I think they did an episode on this. It sounds vaguely familiar from what you were actually describing, Blue.
Well, I think either way though, we're in the wrong. America's in the wrong. It should be called football. So.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of just the history and origin or whatever, but if memory serves, there was more than just America. Like there was a time period where a lot of countries actually called it soccer too.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, Australia calls it soccer as well.
Yeah, so
they call it footy. They call it footy too, though. I think it's another term for it.
So apparently North Ireland also calls it soccer.
Yeah.
The place called Ulster. Ulster? Is it Ulster or Ulster? I would. It's probably not even pronounced that way because I've seen how Irish people spell Seamus, and it's not what you think.
There is someone with red hair and a really thick accent right now calling you a fucking cunt for how you're pronouncing
probably,
that. And I'm here for it.
Yeah, I don't know how this. I'm pretty sure this is. I bet you this is pronounced like waterway or some
Seamus
shit.
looks like Seamus looks real close to semen. I'm just saying.
You
just glance at it real quick. You're just like, you talking about what?
Yeah, they pronounce it Seamus. Popular name. Yeah, but most of the rest of the world calls it fucking football. Yeah. There's literally two countries. This one section of Northern Ireland and the U.S. We're the only two that call it soccer.
I feel like the Northern Ireland place is probably because they hate fucking England, and also they have money from the Koch brothers. I'm just saying.
You said it's Northern Ireland, but the Irish part, not the UK part.
Yeah, it says in Great Britain the most of it's spelled ULSTER, Northern Ireland. Okay. They call it soccer. In other regions of the country, everyone else calls it football. Everybody else except for the US and this place in Ireland or Great Britain, Irish, whatever. We're the only two that call it soccer.
Is Canada supposed to be some powerhouse of soccer?
Not that I know of.
Was Drake just betting on it because that's his national fucking team and shit?
I think he's trying to double down, like he has some culture, like Kendrick Lamar does. He's trying to say, "Oh, I'm super Canada, super Canadian now. I'm super Canada. You can call me Captain Canada."
I mean, I guess fucking Kendrick took his papers, took his passport and
Yeah,
everything.
he's like, I never said the N word ever.
So check this out. The first recorded term of soccer is soca. In 1889, it's spelled Socca.
I feel like that's the
Okay.
that's the
And
brother
then
of Qatar, right?
1895. Huh?
The brother of
I'm
Qatar.
sorry. No,
Y'all didn't watch Avatar: The Airbender?
Soca.
I did.
Yeah,
Oh, but it
Mm-hmm.
looks like in 1895 is the current form has been the current form of the word with the er.
There
the
you
the
go.
hard
Oh,
the
there you
hard
go.
R,
Say it with the er.
the hard
The hard R.
R.
I say soccer with a hard R.
That's the same with the podcast now.
with the-
Soccer with the hard R.
Mm-mm-mm.
It said Saka. Well, yeah, isn't that
Hey.
yeah? That's what's the name brother's name, right? Saka.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
what
See,
it
now you
says.
get the joke. God damn.
Well, I was looking over the transcript from the episode of Stuff You Should Know to find out exactly what they said about soccer.
Gotcha.
Soca.
Old Ninja, you came in a little late. Did you have anything that you wanted to pour out for? Because you got always the
No.
obscure.
No. Obscure. No, I didn't have anyone this week, or not anyone that I got a chance to do any RIPs for. So no, I'm just a little late.
Good
I gotta take the wheel here.
Go ahead.
This has consumed my life in the last
yeah.
week and a half. I've had to
Who to
like
watch?
kind of like what?
I said who to
The
watch.
who? No, it's lovingly referred to as the first Fuda, or AKA the first Descendant. This has been like this game has been everywhere. I've been on it a lot. Like I don't know why. It's like God is touching me. It's had a huge player count recently. A lot of people have been jumping on it. I know Cronus, you were playing it for a little bit. I don't know if you're still playing it.
I want to play more of it. I played a little bit, but yeah, I want to play more.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I've
think I
been
just
playing- so I've been-
unlocked Bunny. I think so.
yeah. So Bunny's a story character. She's the first quote unquote free one you unlock, meaning that she's the first one that she's the easiest to get out of the grind. But everyone else, you got to seriously fucking grind to get. And like the game, I don't get it. I don't know what it is. The game is like kind of simplistic, but like it's actually kind of deep. Like it's like both at the same time. Like basically, it's simple. It's simple if you want it to be, but if you really want to be deep into it and like be all about like stats and like modding your character or you know just adding mods and all this stuff, you can do that too. Or you can just run around and shoot shit. I mean, that's basically what it is. There's no PvP in the game, but it's all PvE. It's very crazy because like each area has like these little beacons, and the beacons are like start missions, and like the missions tap out at 4 people, but the community or people that are in your lobby, they can jump in your game and help you out at any time. Literally, all they have to do is literally shoot an enemy if you're on a mission, and they're in their mission, and they're helping you out, and they're gonna get rewards, even if they kill the last boss or shoot someone that's not the boss or whatever happens, they're getting loot. You're all getting loot. Everyone's getting paid, and it's just like crazy because like it's not like a super in-depth kind of thing. It is kind of cool. They do a few things I think some other shooters probably should, because like I can run around with 3 heavy weapons if I want. Just run around with like launchers and shotguns and snipers and shit. But the drawback is you won't get as much ammo for those weapons as you would everything else. And like I was talking to one of the people we game with. She's in one of our group. We were playing today. It's just like there's so many extra edgy, weeby stuff in this fucking game that I'm pretty sure that's definitely an appeal. Because like I've seen players in lobbies with like these half naked women running through the lobby with like in pink bathing suits or pink bunny suits with like cybernetic like fucking arms and legs and shit running around. Other ones are like in maid outfits.
Oh, there we go.
And shit attached to their weapons, and then some people do a combination of them. So like there was some dude, he put, what was it? He had this one suit where this character basically is wearing like it's basically lingerie, but like he changed her head to have like the maid like tiara kind of thing, and like these badass fucking guns and fucking arms and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this game? You have people running around in giant panda suits, dinosaur pajamas running around with like, crazy looking outfits and whatnot. There's like people changing their characters to have like cat. There's a cat makeup option for one of the characters, and then you can have her have cat ears with like her hair and shit. It's fucking just crazy
So
shit.
you
But
could be
yet
like a
they're
member
out
of,
there
you could be
just
like a member of
shooting.
Kiss.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. It's just super crazy running around. It's like it does a lot of things right, I guess, and that's probably the appeal. And it's fucking free. It looks fucking good. There's a current update for PlayStation 5 because it was having frame rate issues and crashing. So they updated that shit within like the first week. Now it's running good, from what I understand. I've been playing with people on PS5 and they have no issues now. I've been playing with just a bunch of people that are like, hey, I'll check this out. I see you playing it. It's free. Why not? They jump in. They're like, holy shit. Like, this is kind of weird, but I'm having so much fun. And that's the point. Like, you play the game, you're having fun. And, like, you give a fuck about the story. You don't give a fuck about anything else. Like, you get, like...
We know because you're a Halo
abilities.
fan.
Yeah. That's rude. But still.
It's true, though.
But it's just like, it's this game kind of gets its hooks in you. I feel like there's something for everyone, unless you're a PvP player. But like, if there's a horde mode in the game, like you can literally play wave-based fucking shit. You just go to the fucking beacon, people jump in it with you, and you just survive as hard as you can. There's like, I guess there's like a dungeon and shit in there. There's like big fucking Attack on
Is it a pink
Titan
dungeon
bosses. This is the boys. I wouldn't want to go. I won't do that in the game.
They haven't seen it yet.
Oh man,
that shit was fucked up.
I mean,
safe words.
Yeah, it was fucked up. Yeah, it's got everything you want for fucking free. I mean, there are some things that are fucking bullshit, like paying like $100 for a fucking skin, but people do it.
Yeah,
I mean, you can grind for it though. If you don't want to pay, you just grind. You can grind and get it in pieces.
Yeah,
you'll get it.
They've learned from Warframe. So this game honestly has like a lot of Destiny 1 vibes to it. Like when you first start playing it, except where you get to unlock characters. It's kind of like a hero sort of shooter because all the heroes are different. But yeah, it was a lot of fun playing the game. I played it a couple times and it was very enjoyable. There were some bugs that I think I talked about last week, like the whole like frame rate when I was in like the hub world, which is weird. But like when you're actually playing the game, when you're actually playing the game, there was no like frame rate issues. But if I was inside the hub world, it was like I was in stop motion or some shit. It was weird. And then there's also, hopefully they patched this, but I didn't. The marker system of like knowing where to go was like just totally fucking broken. Like I didn't know what the fuck to do for a minute when I was in the hub world because it wasn't like marking exactly where I had to go. Which is weird. So I kind of just
really?
like kind of figured, yeah. And when you have like a hub world full of people, it makes things more complicated because like there's like a lot of shit on the screen that you're looking at. So trying to find like where you're supposed to go was difficult, but I figured it out eventually, and I'm pretty sure they fixed it by now. But yeah, the core gameplay is a lot of fun. It's just like Destiny. I have like a bunch of like random fucking bad guys just kind of appear, and you kill them and get some loot and go to some objectives, and random people can just jump in with you because you're in the same fucking spot. It seemed pretty cool. Like honestly, it was especially for a free game. Like I don't understand how this fucking game was free.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I really don't. I mean, I can see this being a $50, $60 game, and people paying and being like, but being free, this is worth it. This is why I think people are buying the skins, because they want to support the developer and be like, hey, we'll give you money. Like, we're enjoying this and we'll buy these skins. Like, fuck it. You gave us something that we enjoy and like, we're having fun. Like you can play with up to 4 people in a squad, and like, you can literally do kind of what you want, whatever you want in the game. Like if you want to grind for food characters, you can. If you want to just shoot a bunch of shit and blow shit up, you can. If you want to play like a horde mode, guess what? You can. If you want to just kill giant fucking Attack on Titan sized bosses, you can do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to play solo, you can do that too. If you want to play a hard mode, you can change everything to hard. Like you can do whatever the fuck you want in this fucking game. And out the gate base game, this is the fucking best bang for your no butt.
I like that.
Is it? Do they label it as like an open beta right now? Or
No,
is
the
it like
beta is
just
over.
game?
No,
It's a
game's
full
out.
fucking game. Yeah.
Yeah, full
Okay.
game.
And there, like I said, there
Okay.
are some bugs, but there's nothing that's like for me game breaking so far. Everything works. Everything seems pretty polished.
Yeah,
like
have
I
you
said,
not
it's
played since the patch?
I think I haven't played this week yet. I need to
Yeah,
play
so
this
then the
week.
patch
Yeah.
came out, I think, over the like Sunday night or Monday or some shit. So
Okay.
you'll notice a fucking big difference coming back to the game. Like once you get the patch, you'll be like, oh shit, this like Albion works now. I can do what I need to do and see where I need to go and shit. So
Like I wouldn't
and
be.
they're still doing more shit. They're still adding more shit to the game. The game has a lot of shit to it. So
It does. There's a lot of shit. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody found a loot cave. I'm just saying.
yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm not surprised either. I mean, there's loot. Like you can replay your missions. You can play them over and over again. So kind of.
There is something that was kind of annoying to me though, is that like the hub world Albion is there's like too much shit that's there that you can't do yet. Like I think that I feel like they should have like kept that like hidden until you unlocked it. That way, like you didn't just walk up to things where it's like, hey, you don't have the resources to do this, or you don't have whatever, blah blah blah, to do like whatever.
Yeah,
They probably should have like locked that down a little better. Because just walking around to like get to random shit that doesn't do anything for you, it's kind of annoying.
When you first, I mean, because when you go there, you're like, oh, like it teases you, like, oh, I can do this and this and this, but it's locked. You're like, oh, fuck. But I mean, once you level up, that shit unlocks.
I like surprises though.
Yeah, I mean, but you know what's coming, so it's not like, I mean,
That's opposite of surprise.
I know, but
surprise.
Don't get me wrong. There's probably I think there's enough surprises in the game to keep people coming back, but going in, you're like, hey, I will be able to do this later. And it doesn't tell you when. You just know that it's coming as you level up, and then eventually you're like, oh shit, now I can do. And it tells you, like, I don't know, I guess probably not for you, but it tells you kind of badly. There's this character that tells you how to do things, and he doesn't speak. It's a robot that beeps, and the text goes by super fucking fast. So it's like so fast you can't fucking read it, and you're just like, well, I guess I'll figure it out. And basically, you end up getting like a mission marker that tells you, even though you missed like the lore, even though it kind of doesn't matter, it kind of does. But
yeah, that's
you kind of figure it out. It pretty much kind of.
Oh, Ninja, it's fucking that part is very sloppy. Like you're explaining it,
yeah,
like the way it is, and it's really fucking sloppy. Like that part, they need to clean that up.
Yeah, they need to be able to you need to be able to just stop when they do the text and let the player advance the text,
or just not even see it and just like have a natural story progression of like now you've unlocked this. That way, there's like no like this weird, like I can see this thing. There's like a merchant to do something, but I don't have anything to do anything with this person. Like they should, it should be unlockable. That's how you progress the fucking story. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at a point. Yeah, I just like unlock the shit. Yeah, I just like played and I was like, oh, I can't do this now. I'll just keep playing. I just kept playing. Overall, I got like little missions like, oh, you can do this now. Guess what? You can do this now. I'm like, okay, cool. And they're like, especially playing with other people, you can like get power leveled up very, 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 very fucking quickly. Especially unlocking new characters. The character locks to your loadout, so you can have high-powered weapons, but the character themselves will be low level, and you won't have. You'll have like one ability because every character gets, I think, four abilities, 4 or 5 abilities, and they'll be locked. You have to play with them, level up, and then they unlock over time. But playing with high fucking weapons, I think that it kind of it's not an even out, but it's a little decently proportioned to where you can wreck, but you'll probably take a good amount of damage. Maybe not die, but you'll get hurt a lot, and then over time you'll start like getting your shields and health points up once you level up and shit. But playing with other people, usually they end up protecting you and whatnot, and all of a sudden, boom, you level up. Oh shit! Well, they're on to the next. So it's been fun. I'm very surprised that Prodigy has not played this game as of yet, because everything he likes in this game is in this fucking thing.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
He likes in a game is this.
I'm gonna give it a shot. You won me over. Last week you told me about what was it, Bunny, and I was like, okay, that sounds fucking interesting to me.
Yeah,
and
Bunny's probably the most half-naked character.
She's not. Well, she's totally fucking clothed when you first meet her. I have to make a retraction though from the last podcast because I said I don't see how you think that she looks like Diva, but if you look at just like her core costume, not with her arms and a helmet and all that shit, then yes.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I can see if
Okay.
you look at just like her torso area, chest area.
Yeah,
like
her bodice.
yeah,
I guess. Yeah, the bodice. Yeah, because her
that
arms
is
and
very
legs are
diva-ish.
cybernetic. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel it. I see you there. Yeah, that's fine. That's where I mostly got it from.
Because you're just looking at her titties. You were just like, oh, Diva titties.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what showed off in the goddamn.
Sometimes
Every
you gotta
time
look
I
at the
go
face, man.
to the lobby, there's a half-naked bunny running through the fucking lobby. Like her tits are out. Some people have her in like white, so it looks like fucking lingerie with her fucking cleavage all out. I'm like, what the fuck? There's literally a ultimate costume where she's wearing this like bodice where you can, if they had jiggle physics, you'd probably see all her lady bits through her clothes. I
always get this really confused because again, that Overwatch fucking porn was out before the goddamn game. But Diva in most of her actual Blizzard gear is not too provocative, like from the game itself. You know what I mean? Like porn, absolutely.
It's just a skin tight suit, I guess. You know.
Yeah,
it's a jumpsuit. It's like a racing suit.
I guess it also depends on like how old you are, whether or not you've had sex or not. So you know, there's that.
I mean, yeah, it's very fucking crazy. It's just also funny because like one of the first chick that you're able to pick, the Viesa, I believe her name is pronounced.
Yeah,
like she has a very short skirt, so when you go down but not
she's
out,
wearing pants.
you can kind of see. I mean. No.
Yes, she has pants.
She's wearing a skirt.
With
man.
pants.
That's a skirt.
Oh, Ninja, you're like. This is.
It can't be both.
They're flesh-colored pants.
Yes,
she's wearing a skirt with pants, literal fucking pants.
Okay.
They're not stockings?
No, like she has like long boots and then pants.
Her legs look like stockings, but it's not. It's a cybernetic. They're cybernetic like upper legs, so it kind of looks like metal stockings, but it's not.
She's wearing pants.
What's the name of this character from one more time?
Viesa. That's who I picked to play. So
yeah, that's who I started with.
Because it was like a lame fucking like average character and then like a tank, and I was just like,
a bear.
Yeah,
I was just thinking a bear.
Or this chick that has like cleavage. I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm going with. And she has cold powers, so you know, I'm just like, all right,
she does.
I guess you got me.
Yeah. I mean, the game I've been playing with different groups of people, so it's like I've been saying, hey, just check this out, it's fucking free, and they play it, and I'm like, oh shit, this is actually pretty fun. And they want to dive deeper, like how do I get new characters? How do I get certain weapons? How do I get they don't have exotic weapons, they call them ultimate. Like, how do I get this? Like some of them you get to grind.
How do I see her coochie better?
One for free. Yeah, that too. I mean, like some of these fucking like skins are always like, damn, this is, I feel like this is borderline for these games. And there's actually some parts like later on in the story where there's actually a lot of gore. I was actually kind of surprised at that.
People do get fucked up, yeah. You know what's crazy? It's like it's like the slow progression back into like these very not, I want to say overtly, but semi-sexualized like costumes with games. Because like I feel like when like Anita Sarkeesian like really, I guess she did her job, because like for a while you weren't getting like overly sexualized characters for a minute, and now she's gone, and I feel like they're just kind of tiptoeing to see like what can we get away with, because like you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, but also this is not an American-based company, so
yeah, I was gonna say I don't think Japan ever stopped, because you still had B2.
Nier Automata.
BT from Nier.
And Nier, she was doing her thing, and then you still had some Bayonetta, you know.
Well, it was like that was on the Switch though. Nobody fucking played that.
But the first one, the first one was PS3.
Yeah, but the first one came out when she was like still on the scene, and like she probably complained about Bayonetta.
She did. Right. She used it. I know she used it in one of her videos.
Hey, look,
I think it was the first one.
She was fucking wrong. Bayonetta was great.
Yeah, she was smart. Look at them glasses. I'm just saying.
She was smart. She had long hair.
Fucking librarian
red
shit.
Too.
That shit are covered up just enough, but not enough.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Guess what? The first Fuda has a Fuda that has big ass red glasses too.
Sir, it was 2B. You're being corrected by Domino, not B2.
Oh shit! Did I say B2?
Yeah, you did. I didn't catch it.
Yeah.
I'm fucking old. Domino knows. She's right. She's
you,
right.
You
She
and,
Googled it.
You and Joe Biden up there just fucking shit up. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of it, so there's 2 people in our lobby. Thank you, Domino. We played like literally all day yesterday and partly played today, and she's enjoying the game. We've been playing the game, smashing. B-Boy's the only person I have yet to play the game with. Everybody else I played the game with, and B-Boy's the only one. We're roughly around the same. He's like 1 Colossus ahead of me, and playing a Colossus can be a challenge, especially if you're like low level. They will fuck you up like badly, and it sucks because you only get 3 tries with even with the team of 4. If 3 people go down and the 4th person can't get anyone up, it's a wipe.
Hold on.
Go all the way back.
Prodigy heard it too.
Wait, heard what?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, specifically with Domino. I know she's in the chat. She was giving me the hardest fucking time. I haven't played it with her yet, obviously, but why are you looking at reviews? I was like, I always look at reviews. I don't give a shit, like free game or not. I'm always gonna look at reviews. And it doesn't mean I'm not gonna try this game because it does sound fucking intriguing. But IGN or whatever fucking, I guess, didn't like it. And that's fucking sometimes happens, but whatever. You guys have been honest about some of the things that needed to get patched, and it sounds like things have gotten patched and it's gotten better, right?
Yeah, and they're continuing to patch. I mean, it's definitely for a particular console, which is weird. But I've been playing with Domino, and B-Boy Frost has not expressed any kind of issues because he's just been gassing the game. He's been collecting more Fudas. He has one particular character that can cloak and has like fucking cybernetic fucking blades that they fucking throw. I want that fucking character really badly. Oh my god!
So hold on, I'm going through because I wanted to see like Metacritic, like what it's at, and it's not great at Metacritic either. It's like average of 5, but there's only 7 critic reviews and 81 user reviews. It's kind of low considering that this game is fucking free. Anyway, so
what console they tested on? It's available everywhere.
Yeah,
right?
it's PC, Xbox,
except for the Switch. But yeah,
that's not surprising. So one of the first reviews that came up for me was it was an 8 review, and it says no political messaging, virtue signaling, banners, or other nonsense. Men are rugged combatants. Women are beautiful combatants. The game is cohesive and flows well. Superb graphics, distinct areas, beautifully rendered. So pretty sure that guy's been red pilled and does not have a girlfriend. But you know what? Neither do I. So what can I say?
Well, right now on the PlayStation Network, it has 4.19 or 1/9 stars right now with 18,000 people who out of 5, yeah.
That's pretty good.
The 4.1 out of 5.
That's a solid review. That's
18,000.
Especially when you talk about, again, a free game, give it a shot. But it's interesting to me. Sometimes I don't agree with the consensus, but it's always interesting to me what like the general critics and users, most importantly, are saying about a game.
Well, what's weird to me that I noticed that seems very odd is that there's very few critic reviews or user reviews on Metacritic. The game was free. I'm assuming now that there was not like either an early access or like a weird NDA for it, because I mean, we should have had reviews by now because the game came out like fucking last week, like maybe 2 weeks ago. There's like very little reviews and it's a fucking free game. So I don't know. Play the game. It's free. It's not very big. It's less than 40 gigs if you are worried about space. Give it give it a chance. It's worth playing.
Dude, no, it's not. It's 65. It's 65 gigs
on the PS.
On the PS5.
Now it is? That must have changed because when I downloaded it originally, it was like 40. Okay. I guess there's more content.
I don't know. Well, as I know, there's a lot of people playing. It's not like the same as like when Justice League or Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League came out, where everyone's talking shit. And like the reviews were actually okay, but the players are like, this is bullshit. And then this game is like the reviewers are saying it's okay, but the community is saying this is great. So
expectations, you know.
Yeah, I literally didn't know what to expect from this fucking game. I've just been watching like crazy CGI shit. I'm like, there's no way that this game looks
Oh
like
shit!
this.
Hold on, Mile High Blurred. Thank you very much for the super chat.
Hey, thanks, man.
We
Appreciate you.
appreciate it. So if y'all want to donate to the cause, which is I guess our pocketbook, you can super chat.
Oh
Just
shit.
press the button. It's like somewhere on your screen. There's like a dollar sign that means give us money. So you can just
Yeah.
You know,
every dollar
I,
helps.
I need to go back out to Denver and say what's up to Mile High Blurred. Was one of the coolest mofo's I met in real life ever. So
Right on. Yeah, I still got a shirt. I wore it yesterday. I still got the shirt he got us. So I love that shirt. It's like one of my favorite shirts.
This is interesting. There's actually a DLC for PlayStation Plus exclusive members where you get a free. It's a pack. You get one skin, 3 common paints colors, 1 spray, and 1 backpack attachment. I don't say who it's for, but I'm assuming it's for like multiple characters. But yeah, if you have the PlayStation Network or PlayStation Plus, you're able to get some free content. This came out June 30th, so it looks like it got released before the game came out.
Goddamn, that's cool.
Yeah, so I guess so when you play the game currently, the developers give you a bunch of messages saying, "Hey, we're sorry about this. There's issues during launch." So they give you a bunch of free shit. Like I got like 4 or 5 messages that included free stuff, like free emotes, free cosmetics, free shit. I was just like, "What the fuck?"
You were like, I wasn't
free
even
reach arounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, like so far, the vibe that it gives me is like I feel like at this point, this is very early on, but it has like a No Man's Sky. I'm gonna fix whatever's fucking broken kind of vibe, and we're gonna give you more content as things go on. So this is my early pick as being like one of the better games later on in the year, because I think they're gonna fix a bunch of stuff. They're gonna listen to the to player feedback, and they're just gonna fix it and keep refining this because they already have. So.
And they continue to.
Yeah.
So they literally posted today that their players are complaining that there's a type of mission that they want to play to get really good loot, and it's not matchmaking. You have to go in solo on hard, and people are like, hey, I want to be able to play with my friends or other people. So guess what? They're like, hey, we're gonna fix this, and they said they gave it a timeline. I guess it's out in like the next week or so. They're gonna fix people be able to play. So it's like, dude, they're obviously listening to the crowd, they're listening to the community, and they're following suit, and they're doing really good development to get this shit out. Like they're being on it. So I got to give them props for a free fucking game. This is the best you can get so far. I mean, yes, there's X Defiant, there's the finals. I've not played the finals. I played X Defiant. X Defiant's good for a while, but it's solely PvP, and this is solely PvE. But I mean, I get to play with my friends. I get to help people out, and you get to chase Fudas. So I guess this says Prodigy all written all over it, and you don't fucking have it. It makes no sense to me.
I'm sold. I'm gonna fuck with it. I mean, I was pretty much gone last weekend, and 4th of July and all of that. But
that's right.
Oh, and there is one caveat for you, just you specifically, Prodigy. There's a double jump mechanic. So there is double jumping.
Is it that bullshit where you double jump, but they have like the weird timing?
No, it's that bullshit of like how all double jumping works of all time. Prodigy. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
There's been games where you can jump, and then whenever you're still in the air, you can do another jump.
That's how double jumping works.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So it's how double jumping. However, what he is everyone gets a grappling hook. So you can double jump and miss your shit, and then you can fucking throw at your hook and potentially save yourself. So there are some missions that require the fucking grappling hook, and they're kind of bullshit because it involves jumping as well as the hook.
Platforming. See, fucking Prodigy is already sticking some L's.
However, if you sit around and just sit at the beacon, you can have people join your mission for you because they have to do that mission too in order to progress the story. So.
I'll just keep dying until I get past it. It'll be fine.
Either that, well, by the time you get halfway through, someone's going to join your mission, end up doing it for you, and you're like, oh, what the fuck just happened? Oh, well, on to the next.
There you go.
So,
I don't understand how this happened, Prodigy. I remember vividly when we were kids, I would go to your house when you had a Nintendo, and there wasn't a problem there when you were playing platforming games.
You know what it was? Those were like side-scrolling platformy.
It's the third dimension that fucks you up.
Yeah.
It's that, and then the whole aspect of especially first-person platforming. It gets weird for me with the aspect of, okay, how come I can't jump when I want to for the double jump? I just want to be able to do it anytime I'm in the air. That's it.
I like how the fact that you can actually double jump and defy physics doesn't bother you, but just, you know,
it's the weird timing thing, like doing it at the peak and all. I hate that shit. Like it's weird to me.
I will say definitely platforming in first person is kind of fucked up for me because I can do it in third person. First person is weird because like you're looking forward, but you have to either angle down at the 45 so you can see where you're potentially your non-existent feet are gonna land. So it's like like when we're doing the Modern Warfare 2 fucking rage, like jumping around kept fucking me up because I'm looking straight and I can't see what's underneath me. So I gotta die, come back, readjust my fucking camera, and look for where I'm gonna fucking run. It's fucking.
You gotta have spatial awareness, man.
Yeah, but I can't. You can't see your fucking feet. You ain't got no feet.
Yes, spatial awareness, man. It's like,
I mean, I've done it, but it's still it's an adjustment. However, third person, like Domino would attest to, because she's in the chat, like playing, I don't know, Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah,
jumping in third person there's no issue.
You know,
in 3D.
We go. Shout out to fucking Ghost of Tsushima really quickly.
Such a great game.
This game, all we thought it was going to be was this fucking incredible samurai single player game, and that's what it was sold to us as. And it was great, and it fucking delivered like a Assassin's Creed in fucking Japan before we got our Black Samurai, and then all of a sudden they just fucking shadow clone bombed us with some goddamn multiplayer shit in terms of here's some PvE. And oh yeah, here's some fucking great ass raids too.
Yeah,
and it was fucking perfect. Out of nowhere, I love that shit. That was how it's done.
They're like, you want some crack? Here's a little bit more.
Yeah, and then they about a year later released some really great DLC too. Like,
I don't
think it was even a year. I think it was literally like 4 months later was DLC.
Well, I think.
You might be right. Maybe it was less than a year. I don't know. But it was all like boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Here's a great single player game.
100%.
Yeah. Here's great single player. Here's multiplayer. Here's raids. Here's a fucking DLC. Like and here's a PS5 upgrade as well.
I think it's because they were like, hey, we're gonna make you forget that we made Infamous and we haven't made a new one in a long ass time. So here you go. Just play this.
I mean, it's a fucking great game. The game. I thought that what I was wanting from a Star Wars game would be the fighting from Ghost of Tsushima, but you can tell that Jedi Survivor kind of borrows some of that shit, because like when you actually fight another saber person, you get that, but they get force power, so it's even more fucked up. So
I still need to finish that first one and then finally play the second one, because I've heard, like, especially the second one is incredible. You kept talking about it.
Amazing. Well, it's so fucking good.
This is a great segue. Since talking about Star Wars, let's talk about Acolyte. Have you been watching that?
Oh shit! Oh, I have. I'm current.
I know Prodigy probably hasn't, but Blue, have you watched Acolyte?
No, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I have seen some stuff about one of the actresses on there.
Oh, really? Who?
Like, I gotta look her up, but like one of the black actresses, she's been getting like crazy ass like death threats and stuff, and to kind of
she's two people. Yeah, all right.
The main character.
Yeah,
I'm not sure she's the main character, but I just know it's a sister. That's all I know at this point. But she made a diss track to all of her haters, which I haven't had a chance to watch the video yet, but I've heard it's pretty funny.
Honestly, if you are a Jedi fan, this show is for you. So it starts off a little slow, kind of like a murder mystery kind of thing going on. And then all of a sudden you get like one of the best goddamn like Jedi versus Sith battles in all of the, all of like Star Wars like shows and movies, like out of nowhere.
I wouldn't say all the movies, but definitely it's definitely
one of the best.
Like 3.
That's why I said one of the best. I'm not saying the best. It's one of the best.
Okay. Just
because I was like, oh man, that show was amazing. I was not expecting it. and it just and the character that does it is a dope character. There's like a lot of death in it that's unexpected deaths, which is kind of cool. And they kind of get back to like the murder mystery kind of thing of like this mystery of like what happened on this planet. But it's been thoroughly enjoyable all the way through thus far. I highly recommend the show if you are, kind of iffy. I think it's like maybe episode 4 or 5 is when like you get the crazy fucking Jedi battle, and it's
episode 5.
Is it episode 5? Yeah, and it's
episode 5.
It's definitely worth working up to get into that point. It's a really well done show. I know people have a problem with like the whole like witch coven of like lesbian witches or whatever, but I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm here for it. Like, there's like some crazy shit going on. So, yeah, it's definitely worth watching.
Did you watch yesterday's episode?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, unfortunately, as much as I enjoy the show, I feel like we're not going to get as many answers as we want by next week.
There was a lot of answers this week. A lot of answers.
There was some, but then I feel like it raised a couple more questions. I'm like, we're probably not going to get the answer to this by next week. But yeah, I know a lot of people were complaining. It's funny, like I said before, a lot of people were complaining about shit that either wasn't even in the fucking show, people that weren't even in the fucking show, things about the lore that they got wrong and like wrote it to death. It's very weird to me. And like people just like when people got things wrong on with the lore, literally Star Wars itself on Instagram and on its fucking website would reinforce things that people were getting wrong. They would literally post like a little picture and the explanation within the world of Star Wars about why this happens or why this is that way. And yet they still want to like just fucking shrug and be like, kill Kathleen Kennedy over some fucking bullshit. I'm like, dude, this makes no sense. Like, you can't expect a murder mystery to be resolved in like 2 episodes. Like, you need to give it time to flesh out and figure out all the players and who's backstabbing who and who's, like for real and all this shit. And I feel like for the most part, we've seen a lot. I know there's been I don't want to say backlash, but I kind of like, how should I say, like a uneasiness about how the Jedi are portrayed at this time. Because some people were like, hey, the Jedi have always been good. And we're seeing some murkiness about the Jedi during the season because some fucked up shit goes down in the most recent episode.
Yeah, it's
fucked up.
Honestly, it's not even surprising because if you look at like even the Jedi stuff that we have seen on like movies and TV shows, I mean, look what happened with Anakin. I mean, one on a child murder spree. So,
oh yeah,
let's not be
100%.
surprised. Like, the Jedi have not always made like the best decisions ever, and that's why I think they're kind of an interesting group because, yeah, they're trying to be totally altruistic, but they also make mistakes. So
yeah, I think that's the hardest part for the fan base to understand, that the Jedi make mistakes. You see it through physicality on the most recent episode, and a lot of people are like, "This isn't right. This isn't the Jedi way." Like we see Jedi that are like a little too brash. We see Jedi that may be a little too cautious. We see Jedi that are just just all over the place.
Prodigy, go
like,
ahead.
Yeah, saw a Jedi kiss his sister.
Oh damn!
real quick, just for obviously I haven't seen the Acolyte. Maybe I'll give it a shot. But in terms of Star Wars fucking lore, I mean, to me, I go back to the very first one in '77, New Hope, and Obi-Wan lying his fucking ass off to Farmer Boy Luke about his dad. Just blatantly fucking lying about that man. Had that kid confused as fuck. You know what I mean? That's why the big, I am your father shit in Empire hit so fucking hard because, like Obi was a fucking liar. He was a piece of shit in a lot of fucking ways. Like right off the bat. Obviously, everybody knows Anakin killing the Padawans, yes, but Obi was a piece of shit to Luke.
Yeah, and he lied basically so many goddamn times. Like even before like the kids were like even born. Actually, around the time they were born, like he didn't really tell the whole truth with like the Jedi Council. Like how he didn't actually kill him. He just left him really fucked up. You know what I mean? And then like, does he go back and try to fix that problem? No. Like he doesn't.
He tried to double down. He was like, well, in a way, Vader, isn't your dad, and in a way, Anakin.
From a certain point of view.
Yeah, certain point. I was like, if you don't stop fucking lying,
he was like,
man, you
that
piece of shit.
That Confederate flag is my heritage.
Yeah, exactly. Bull-faced lying. You know what I mean? So anyway, but if y'all fuck with it, and what I appreciate, I think it was last week or the week prior, you said, and I don't know if you both agreed with it, but you said it's not Andor level, but it's worth watching.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not Andor
worth
level.
watching. I mean, if there's literally one episode that is literally an entire fucking lightsaber fight from start to end.
Yeah,
and it's multiple fights.
It's fucking amazing.
It's multiple fights.
Yeah,
that's cool.
There's a couple. There's literally the only thing that kind of connects the two is there's people running away from the fight, and then we go back to the fights, like multiple fights, and like 2 fights merge into one more fucking fight. It's like fucking crazy, and it's like the shortest episode. I'm like, what the fuck? How does that even work?
Because budgets. I mean, Jesus Christ. But people get fucked up and die in that episode like Old School Speed Racer. They ain't coming back.
Yeah, they're not coming back.
So there is no way any of them are coming back. Like they're fucking dead.
They fucking double down on the following episode because they go over who the fucking died. Yeah. They're literally surveying. It's a fucking CSI autopsy Jedi scene for bodies fucking everywhere. Literally.
What was that movie? Y'all want to see a dead body? What y'all want to see a dead body?
Oh yeah,
it's like 7 fucking dead bodies. Probably more than that of like people that.
Was it Lean on Me? No,
I think it was Lean on Me. No.
Stand by Me.
Stand by Me. There we go.
Stand by Me.
No, Boys in the Hood. Y'all want to see a dead body?
They both say it.
Oh, they do, huh?
Yeah.
They both say it.
Oh, okay.
So, but for me,
fact check us.
Anytime someone says y'all want to see a dead body, I think they're about to talk about Drake. That's what I think about every time. That's what.
Yeah, I think in Boys in the Hood, like they go see a dead body that's like in the bushes, and I think in Stand by Me, there's a guy that got hit by a train.
Yes,
and they go see the body.
Yes,
and I think so. I believe the scene in Boys in the Hood, is inspired by Stand by Me. They literally kind of recreate that scene.
What year did Stand by Me come out?
Shit, fuck what, 90?
Boys in the Hood came out in 91.
Yeah.
Yes, literally. Yeah, it is in both. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, I want to say
Stand by Me.
Stand by Me was like 80, late 80s?
Well, Boys in the Hood was 91.
No,
apparently.
But Stand by Me.
Yeah, Stand by Me, I guess it should have been before that, right?
Yeah, it definitely was before that. But...
86.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Yes,
okay.
86.
Well, then also, don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. He made fun of it too. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see a dead body? Just look right there.
That shit was wild.
You know what's really wild about that is that a dead body has been dead so long that days later a kid can be like, "Y'all want to see a dead body?" and it's still fucking there. That's crazy. Like, if a child knows about this dead body, somebody else does too. And nobody just like dispose of this dead body. Yeah. All right.
Because in Stand By Me, like they go on a trip and it's like a good, I don't know, like 2 days.
Yeah, there's the whole train scene.
I think it's 1 day. Because I think they send out a search party for them.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a day.
The girl who was getting all the death threat hate, it was Amandla Stillberg.
That's the main character.
Yeah, she plays the main character.
So, I put
and
that
her diss track is called Discourse, and you can listen to it on YouTube right now.
Yeah, that's another issue about I would say about the Acolyte. There's a lot of people. Too many people were jumping on the fact that this young lady is the main character, but it's kind of split. It's kind of like a split between 2 characters. They kind of split the role of. Like, man, because there's a Jedi that's
Soul.
he's like probably just as much, if not more, at the center of like everything. So, and you probably see him. I feel like I see him more, maybe more than
Well,
the girls, maybe not.
sort of. I mean, but it's about like what happened to her, right?
Yeah,
That's what
but
the whole
then,
story's wrapped around.
so in the beginning, you see from their point of view.
Yeah.
But most recently, you see from his point of view about what went down.
Yeah, actually,
And
I kind of like that, how they did that.
yeah, and he's in like every episode so far. So, and he's been at the forefront, almost leading the charge at like all of this shit, like trying to figure out this mystery of what the fuck is going on. So I want to say this. I would say that it's kind of a split, like a co-lead almost. So
I would not say co-lead. I still consider her as like the main character.
okay, I would disagree because I feel like I see them like kind of even, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is. It is. How many more episodes they got? Is it 8 episode season?
One. It's 8 episodes, so you get one more next week.
Good shit. I hit up with my son and my nephew.
Oh yeah.
Anime Expo this weekend over in LA at the convention center. That for the very first time. That shit was real fun. Way bigger than fucking no shade at all, but way bigger than Fanime in terms of like just attendees and whatnot. And there were some pretty cool announcements of some series that we haven't talked about in a long fucking time. Like, for example, we're finally getting another season of Fire Force, which was fun as fuck. That firefighter magic kind of series that everybody fucking loved. That shit was good, you know? And then
new season of Bleach.
New season, and that's that 1,000-Year Blood War.
Yep.
So that looks really fucking cool.
Did you watch the earlier I guess seasons of that?
I did.
Like the OG Bleach?
No, like the latest ones, like the 1,000-Year Blood War line.
I actually the Quaaludes they showed up, right? What was it? The Quakers?
They're called the Quincy's. The Quincy's.
Quincy's, that's what it was. Yeah, Quakers. They show up and just wreck fucking shit.
Y'all want some oats?
Yeah.
and freeing black people.
Yeah. I started that 1,000-Year Blood War. It's actually I only went on like episode 3 or something like that, but it's good. It's really good. Nice animation. It's fun.
They have a really fun black character in it. I'm just saying later on the show.
Oh, cool. Did you guys watch the new Trigun?
I watched some of it. I need to catch up though. It was pretty good.
We're getting more of that.
Okay.
Anime Expo has been around for 32 years.
Damn.
That's crazy. Because I remember I went when I was like 19 the first time I went. And it was in Anaheim, like literally across the street from Disneyland at the Anaheim Convention Center. Yeah. And I got it for free because my friend's or my girlfriend's brother was part of Anime Expo.
Nice.
So he was able to get us all in for free, which was kind of cool. And it wasn't as big as it is now, but yeah, just a little fun fact.
I thought it was because you were on American Idol, but I guess that was before that.
Oh, this was way before that.
It was like a couple years.
Yeah,
probably like two or 3 years.
Yeah.
This shit was every fucking inch. It felt like every inch of the goddamn LA Convention Center. It was like spread out through all the fucking wings.
Was it every Fuda inch or
every big veiny Fuda inch? We're also getting some Sword Art Online returning this fall. Remember that shit?
Right, yeah.
You know,
it was a great
A1. So I'm fucking hyped about that. And then the other one I want to mention, it's not an oldie, but it's early from this year because I kept seeing ads for it and people talking about it and doing cosplay on this shit. I love this Kaiju number 8. That shit is solid as fuck. It's funny. People get fucking bloody ass fucking killed and shit. There's good monsters, good fights. The main character is like this old fucking washed up cleaner of, you know.
It appeals to us. He appeals to us. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And there's a little bit of like story element mystery to it. I'm not gonna spoil nothing. I'm only on episode 5 or so. Have you finished it all the way, Kronos?
Well, I'm caught up. So I think I'm on the last episode because there's no new ones that came out last week. So
Okay.
Yeah, it's been really good. This is my most enjoyable new anime this year, easily by far, but also probably the only new anime that I watched this year. So there you go.
Yeah.
High bar / low bar.
Yeah. That shit is very solid. Love the bloodiness. And then what was the other one? I'm kind of going back and forth with that one, and then Hell's Paradise, which is also fucking fun and bloody and violent and all that kind of shit. There wasn't that much cosplay for it, but I tell you what though, one of the shows that I started earlier this year that I fucking love got all kind of love at goddamn Anime Expo, and that was Delicious in Dungeon. They had like a panel,
Yeah.
plenty of cosplay and shit. Definitely fucking watch that shit because the fandom is going wild. I even watched that one with my daughter. I got her a fucking shirt and she loved it. It's legit. It's legit all the fucking way. It's just
on Netflix, right?
That one's on Netflix, and it's just fantasy era, dragons and dungeons and shit. But like they do silly shit with cooking up fucking monsters, and it's fun. But there's a lot of lore and story to it.
Yeah, I gotta get back into watching. Oh god, this anime just slipped my mind. Damn it, the one with the kid with the sword.
That's every anime.
No, it's every anime.
You literally just
where his sister's like
it's
like a demon now.
Demon
and
Slayer. Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Demon Slayer has some new content I dropped, and I saw a clip of something, and I'm like, holy shit, I gotta get back into it. Basically, Michael Jackson shows up, and he shows up in an area, and it's like, oh shit, like what the fuck is gonna happen? I don't want to spoil it because the scene was pretty cool, but let me just say the internet's really funny because somebody literally threw Michael Jackson Thriller on top of him showing up, and it was like it just synced perfectly. Like they did a really good job of syncing it with Michael Jackson because the dude looks like Michael Jackson basically, and like the whole smooth criminal suit that he's wearing. But yeah, definitely gotta get back into watching that.
Wait, hold on. There's also another one I didn't think was coming out again. The Blue Exorcist is coming out.
I was just gonna mention that one. Yep.
Which is a great anime. If y'all haven't watched that, I think it's like 1, maybe 2 seasons. It was like one of my favorite animes during that time. So yeah, I'm glad it's coming back.
The other one, obviously, we talked about this earlier. I think that it was this year, and everybody fucking loved it. Was that Solo Leveling? To surprising nobody, they kind of had a trailer for season 2 of that shit.
Yeah,
that got me fucking hyped.
Did you watch the first one? Did you watch the first season?
Oh yeah, I love that shit.
Yeah,
that shit was incredible.
Shit. So while you were there, apparently they announced that Ruby will get saved because Rooster Teeth is shut down by Warner Brothers, and apparently there's a studio that picked up and will continue Ruby.
Yes.
So I'm actually I'm behind like maybe I think a season. So, but I'm really excited to see where they go with this, and I know it has like kind of a controversial continuance, but I've enjoyed the series. So,
wait, can I jump back to the Star Wars homegirl Amandla? She played Rue in the Hunger Games, and I think back then she got hate for that role too, right? Because weren't people like Rue is white in the book and blah 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 blah.
The hate for that was fucking crazy, and the thing that got me is the author themselves clapped back at the fucking fandom because so many people assumed that Rue was not black. And so the author literally posted a passage of the description of Rue displaying that they were like a dark skinned, like olive skinned, like person. And like all these people were just like super mad that Rue was fucking like, dark.
Olive skin. I thought that was fucking green. It wasn't an orc.
Yeah, no,
I wild. I will say this: olive colored skin always fucks me up because I think of like olive oil being a little bit of light brownish, maybe. But then I'm like, are they talking about like the black olive, or are they talking about the green? Like the green olive oil have all these fucking colors with them, man. What the fuck do you mean? Are they black or not?
They don't know how to say it. They have
that's probably why they were confused.
They don't have, it's a weird like white way to say it. They have like African
dark
features. You know what I mean? Yeah, olive skin. It's like nobody has fucking olive skin. Like
exactly.
I literally looked up like different olive colors and like none of them are brown. They're all like shades of green.
Shades of green are literally fucking black.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, black is I guess
it's
black
just
is like the only color.
Yeah, which no, I mean,
yeah, it was really weird to me to see that root. I didn't never read the books, but the amount of hate for a child being
Yeah, that
black, creepy love just fucking blew my mind.
you're absolutely right, old ninja. Because if she's still a young actress right now, even obviously she's a grown adult, but I feel like at the time, fact check me if I'm wrong, but she was probably like 19, 20 or something like that, or 17. Like she
Well,
was young when that shit hit, and she took all
Wait.
kind of heat.
well, she's 25
Wait, you
now.
mean the actress? No,
Yeah,
she was like 8 or 9 then.
Yeah, because let's see, Hunger Games came out in 2012, which was 12 years ago. So she had to
Yeah, she's
be
probably 8. She's probably like 9 or
13.
10,
damn. Yeah,
maybe, or younger. She's pretty young. She's like because like I believe Jennifer Lawrence has to bend down to talk to
Well,
her because she's so
she was
small.
14. She was 14 when she
Oh,
played
she's
Rue
short.
in Hunger
Okay.
Games. It says it on in her wiki.
Oh,
yeah.
there you go.
You had grown men fucking bashing this 14-year-old actress. It was wild.
Well, actually, it was everybody. A lot of people, like kids as well. It's
Yeah.
very strange to me.
Uh, did we mention this already? Blue, you are all over this Batman Ninja versus Yakuza League anime film.
We talked about it last week. Yeah, they dropped the trailer for it, and it looks fucking dope, sick. I guess it's a continuation of Batman Ninja, like the movie
Yep,
that came out like a couple of years ago. Because I remember we watched that at either at San Diego Comic Con or some convention. Because it
probably
was like,
WonderCon.
yeah, I think it might have been WonderCon. Cause I think we were all there, and it was like people were like, "Oh yeah, we got a sneak preview of a new movie coming out," and we just watched the whole entire thing.
yeah, that
They
was
wasn't a sneak
great.
preview at all. But yeah, but they have Batman versus a Yakuza or Batman Ninja versus Yakuza, but they have like all the other Justice League showing up too because we get to see the Flash, Wonder Woman. I don't remember seeing Superman up in there, but like
No, there's Aquaman. I saw that.
yeah, we got Aquaman up in there. But overall, it looks like it's gonna be dope.
Yeah,
I'm super excited. Is it? I think it comes out like later this month or early August.
I think it's the end of the. Yeah, I think it's like what 29th or 30th of this month, something like that. Comes out pretty
here's
late.
what fucked me up real bad. They were talking about a new season of a series that I guess I read the title too fucking fast. It's Black Butler. I thought they were talking about Bible Black. And I got fucking excited. I was like, "You Bible
Damn,
Black?
that is
Let's
course
go."
that
you
was
did.
changing lives in the
Of
'90s. I'm
course
just
you
saying.
did. No,
That was like
boy.
probably like most folks' introductions to like Futanari.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure.
oh,
Yeah,
I went back recently to do some research to remember
Yeah.
how it
no,
went.
that's so bad.
I was like, this is better than I thought.
That's all bad. Oh, you know what? Blue and I we didn't get to talk about it last week because I brought it up, but we're the only two, I guess, watching My Adventures with Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct? Yeah.
I'm all caught up on it. Yep.
Yeah, it's like because they're half-an-hour episodes, and I gotta say, this season they stepped up their game a lot. As
Yeah,
far as and like characters and shit, it's like crazy shit.
I really like how they're telling the story of Superman. I like his friends know his identity. They know that he's Superman, and they're kind of like helping him out and stuff like that. But like they're kind of building like the fact that the Kryptonians feel like they're kind of like not the Dolomites. What are they called in Invincible?
Dolomites.
The Daxamite.
You got fucking pimps up in there and shit.
Oh, no, Daxamites are the neighbors to who's the ones in the Invincible?
No, the ones from Invincible. What's the name of their race?
Viltrumites.
Yeah,
Viltrumites.
because the Kryptonians they go around and conquer other planets, and like there's a scene where they show like the Kryptonians like flying around their city, and it's like, well, who knows if it's true because it's Brainiac kind of explaining it, but I don't know, I don't know, I just like the way they're telling the story and how it all plays out, and plus like the animation, the anime style of the animation is pretty cool.
Yeah, they've definitely borrowed different versions of how the Kryptonians were. Like, there's either the version where they were conquerors, or they were like they were super altruistic and trying to spread knowledge to the people that were in their empire, or as they say. But this one, they're definitely and militaristic because they all have warships and fleets and shit. And what was it, the show Krypton? They kind of were like this because they were all training to like military, like rule other planets. And so this one, they take a little bit of that, and they take a little bit of like different like they borrow a lot of shit from different versions of Superman, I would say. Because, like, for instance, there's a Valentine's Day episode, and Clark writes a poem to Lois, and he doesn't want to read it, and someone snatches it and reads the first line. The first line from the movie Superman, where Lois is being flown to their date, and she's thinking, "Can you read my mind?" Which is the line. It's like kind of like a sonnet kind of, but it's like her thoughts about how she feels about Superman, and they start kind of using that. They use the Black Mercy. So in the comics and even in Justice League Unlimited, the Black Mercy is a plant. It's a sentient plant. In this show, it's technology.
Yeah.
They use the Black Mercy as like a virtual reality prison, versus in the other comics in the Justice League, it was a plant that feeds on your endorphins as well as like your fear and whatnot. It like fed off of your like just all your everything that gave you some kind of emotion. It like it drank off of that and fed off of that, where it kept you in a catatonic state. And they use that in the show too, and it's very weird. Even though they do have like a kind of a Kang ripoff and like a smart gorilla that's not the Ultra Humanite or that's Gorilla Grodd. But yeah, but still, it's still
just some black
works.
dude. You fucking racist. I'm just saying.
No, it's actually gorilla.
Yeah.
One interesting thing that I haven't seen is I haven't seen anybody hate that the gorilla and this Russian dude who's in a robot have kind of a love thing going on. Like nobody's talking about like interspecies or homophobic topic. Because also there's two females in a recent episode that kiss. And it's like,
oh yeah,
okay.
they have a Zarya character. So they gender swap Heatwave. So Heatwave was famously played by Dominic Purcell in the Arrowverse.
Yeah.
And so now in the show, Heatwave's like a giant like Zarya clone, with like she's
giant. Like,
Food Watch?
Oh wait, how giant?
Yes.
How giant is she? Like Death by Snoo Snoo giant?
Yo, yes.
All right.
100%.
I might watch this show then.
She's just like she looks like Zarya. Like her fucking shoulder span is like half the size of her girlfriend's body. I was like, what the fuck? And like,
because Zarya's she's not just tall, she's buff.
She's yoked.
Yeah, she's exactly. Big on this too.
This Heatwave is yoked, and Heatwave in the comics is not a buff guy. He's like this scrawny dude with like fucking pyrotechnic fucking gear. But in this one, fucking is Zarya. It's Heatwave and Livewire are a couple. So that was interesting. I did not expect that at all. But
that seems like a lot of collateral damage while having sex. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. You know, I feel like they've taken some liberty. They've also made some changes. I'm just like kind of crazy. Brainiac is more like an android versus he's an AI, but he houses himself in like a android body, but he can possess organic bodies.
He kind of makes me think of I'm not sure if you remember this anime, but God, the name just slipped my mind again. Damn, I need to remember. It's the one where the guy like he had like a crystal, and then like he can summon his like mech, and he basically turns into a robot. It's Technoman. So it reminds me of like Technoman, how like his dad was a giant like I guess monster and had like a cape on and stuff like that. So he kind of looks like that.
You sure that's not Ben 10?
No, it's not Ben 10. It's not.
Ben 10 was a great show. I'm just saying.
Ben 10 was great, man.
Yeah, look up Technoman. It was a really good anime back in like the 90s. But also we get introduced to Vicky Vale. Vicky Vale is in the show, and she's hot. I can tell you that. She's hot in the show.
Blue, I got a question. I got a fucking question. This has bothered me for a while. Is Vicky Vale just Batman's goddamn blonde version of
Lois.
Superman's Lois Lane. Like, is that just it?
Technically,
No,
yeah, because she works for the
she's
Gazelle and
blonde.
she's a reporter. But in this show, she's a brunette.
But not the Daily Planet, though, right?
Yeah, she doesn't work for the Daily Planet. She works for the Gazelle.
Because
for
it's
the
a
Gazelle.
Definitely not Metropolis.
She's also a fucking bitch in the show.
Yeah,
she don't give a fuck about nobody. She will throw people under the bus just to get what she wants.
She tells you that too.
Yeah, she'll say thanks for the show as you're getting run over by a bus. She don't give a fuck. So it's been interesting seeing how they made these changes to these characters and even the Superman lore as a whole. But it's been working. At least with season 2, it's been working really well.
And it kind of took a little bit from Man of Steel because we get introduced to Lex, and Lex isn't the badass billionaire who just outsmarts everybody. We get him as a young tech guy.
So you know what? You know what Luthor is in this? He's basically like Mark Zuckerberg. If someone found him at fucking what's that shit? They found him at Comdex. That's literally what he is. They found fucking Lex Luthor at Comdex, and then like the government gave him a job, and so he's been fucking just skyrocketing in his job. He's just been like taking off and getting all these projects and grants and money and shit, and it's been doing him better and better in his career. So
the one problem I have with the show is, I mean, Prodigy, you probably will agree with me once you watch this, but with Deathstroke, I mean, Deathstroke, like his character is dope on the show, but he doesn't feel very Deathstroke-y. Like the guy's basically a samurai with cool ass fucking swords. Like he doesn't feel like Deathstroke.
That's whack.
Yeah, because he wore his mask in the first season. He doesn't wear his mask in the second season. But he's down to fuck people up very badly. He gets off on like fucking like literally disemboweling people. But usually he gets close and someone gets saved, but he usually damages something that they need or whatever, and he disappears like fucking smoke. So that's okay, but he's definitely does not feel like Deathstroke.
Jor-El feels more like Deathstroke.
Damn.
Because he's got an eye patch and like he's just like big buff guy that just looks badass. But yeah,
but Jor-El doesn't really do it. He doesn't
do anything, but he looks like Deathstroke. Like he should be Deathstroke. Like they animated his own character as Deathstroke.
The one thing I do like. Oh, go ahead.
Real quick, going back to something because I haven't watched this one, but I just got to say this because you mentioned Lex Luthor. For anybody who has seen the multiple different versions of Lex throughout the comics and movies and TV shows, I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. There was a black Lex Luthor back in the day on Justice League.
No, we talked about this. I talked about this a couple weeks ago. You were not on the cast. He's not a black man. He's portrayed by he is white, being portrayed by a white guy. Even though his voice is very deep.
Hold on. I don't care if it was the 10th of my TV. Lex gave black man energy all on that Justice League Unlimited. That seemed like a black man to me.
No, that's the guy. He's in like a bunch of Star Wars shit. I keep reading.
He was olive skinned.
Clancy Brown. Clancy Brown is the voice of Lex Luthor. He's a white man, but he just has a very deep voice.
Might have to change the name of the podcast.
He was an olive skinned black Lex Luthor.
In Harley Quinn, Lex Luthor is 100% black, voiced by Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, the voice person doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm talking about his
Cleveland Brown is voiced by a white man.
Clancy Brown is a white man.
He's a white man. On Family Guy is voiced by a white guy.
Yeah, Samurai Jack is voiced by what's his name, Lamar.
He's voiced by Kratos.
Yeah,
the guy who voices Kratos is Samurai Jack.
What?
Wait, it's a Kratos guy? No,
I believe so.
No, definitely not.
No,
neither.
No, it's the guy from
forget his
Phil
name.
Lamar or whatever.
Yes, Phil Lamar.
Phil Lamar.
Yes, he is not Kratos.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah, Phil Lamar.
I know Phil Lamar is. But I thought it was the guy.
Hold the fuck on, Mr. Krabs.
Oh no, you think the guy who was the voice of Mr. Kratos was the guy from Living Single?
Yeah, that guy.
That guy from Living Single.
Those are two different black men.
The guy who did the voice of Samurai Jack was the guy who did the voice of Static Shock and a bunch of other characters.
You mean Phil Lamar?
Guy.
Oh, Phil Lamar. Yeah.
God damn.
The black male version of Cree Summers. Yes.
Yes. He's a very prolific voice actor.
Yeah, that guy's great.
He played I think it was he played a bunch of like DC characters. I think it was what's the guy from Mars? Martian Manhunter.
John
Martian
Jones?
Manhunter, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the voice of Martian Manhunter. So what they did on Supergirl, they brought him in as the brother to John Jones. So he plays a different Manhunter on Supergirl. Traditionally.
Got a lot of Martians.
But is he the Booty Warrior Manhunter?
Yeah.
That's the question.
I hope not.
Damn it.
You can ask him.
I will say someone is literally leaving money on the tables, not bringing back the fucking Boondocks. Just
especially today.
God damn, exactly.
You know what makes me more? Go ahead.
I was gonna. Most of the cast has passed away, so I mean,
you still got Regina.
Yeah,
and that's kind of it.
Oh, what's name's son does a really good impression of him. Reese Witherspoon. No, is his name Reese?
John Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon. Yeah, his son does a really good impression of his dad. He probably can come back and do the voice of Grandpa.
And also, it's not honestly, it's not the voices alone. Honestly, Regina does a fantastic job with the voices, but it's the social commentary that they did.
The writing.
Yeah, because like look at so like The Boys this season. I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it. This is the best season because of the social commentary. It is so fucking on point. It is insane. And what was so fantastic about the Boondocks back in the day is that they basically they did some Negro, what do they call it, Negro Dama shit of like calling out fucking R. Kelly and the Booty Warrior and like all this other shit that came out like way after the show was canceled.
Because it's fun.
Yeah, and they called all this stuff out and they don't get enough credit for it. Like, go back and watch like the old Boondocks episodes. They still hold up. And I think that they were so on the ball because I think it originally was a newspaper comic, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they were on the ball for like all this social stuff. And I still believe if they came back today, there's so much more material right now that they have to work with. Way better than the fucking crazy Bush days. Because Bush wasn't even that fucking crazy compared to fucking the other guy.
Yeah. Aaron,
all the guys.
Props to Aaron McGruger. And then the other thing I want to quickly say is there was an episode for Real Deal Boondock fans that only aired fucking once where he went in on goddamn Tyler Perry, and that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
They fucking hilarious.
They didn't even release that shit on the DVD. Like Tyler Perry made that shit fucking disappear. They never re-aired that shit on Cartoon Network.
Weird, but someone got a copy of it and burned it on CD for me, so I have it like on a DVD.
You should have said that. That nigga knocking your door. You're gonna see they get pulled away by a woman and a man and as an old woman.
Luck. You gotta come find it first. You gotta come find me. So there's people talking about stuff in the chat which we have not addressed. I kind of want to go over it very quickly. Did y'all see the Agatha All Along trailer?
Yes,
for
I did.
Disney Plus. So it's very interesting to me. So if anybody noticed that the name of the show is different, because originally it's supposed to be Agatha Harkness, like Witches of Darkness or some bullshit like that, and then it changed the name. Yeah, so the name changed in the series like 3 or 4 times. I feel like a lot of people are saying that they were trolling fans.
Well,
personally, I think that might work. But
that song was like trending for a bit when they released it. Like when it turned out that it was Agatha all along, and like people kept remixing the songs, like adding different beats and stuff to it.
The remixes were fucking fire. I gotta say,
it's no BBL Drizzy. I'm just saying.
No.
It was BBL Drizzy back then.
No.
Not even close. Yeah. Well, this drops later this year, or is it next year? I can't remember.
Drops September. September this year.
Okay. I mean, that's a good time. September's getting into Halloween, spooky season. We'll see.
It looks like it's gonna be scary because, like, I mean, we got witches and stuff. But I love that Aubrey Plaza is in it. I'm a huge fan of her.
I've always liked that woman. She.
Well, your wife reminds me of her.
Really?
Yeah, well, because it's the deadpan delivery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aubrey's great. In fact, her Marvel connection was being on, what was it, Parks and Rec with fucking Star-Lord, fat Star-Lord.
Star-Lord and homeboy Childish Gambino, because he like was in Spider-Man or he's into the Spider-Verse.
Wait,
but
I thought Childish Gambino was more on the other show.
Community. He's on Community.
Oh, I'll get my shows confused. My bad.
Yeah, no worries. We're all over the place. What else was in that chat, old ninja? Sorry.
Where's the other trailer? Someone. Oh, I just missed it right now. No, not Solo Leveling. Oh, Gladiator 2 with Denzel Washington.
My ninja.
In the sequel. Yeah. Did y'all see this with Poppy Pedro in the fucking lead and shit?
And Denzel, I'm all in. People are mad though, because a black person in anything other than Africa or a slave. Back in the day, people get fucking mad about it. By people, I mean,
can't be in Japan. Those can't be here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
First of all, Denzel pretty much kills it in everything he's fucking in.
Yeah.
Whether he's 70 years old or fucking 30 years old, like he's just always fucking brought it. This is Denzel with fucking earrings in fucking Rome. Yep. I don't know what the fuck this is going to be, but I'm gonna sit and fucking pay my money and go see it opening weekend, because why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Yeah, why the fuck not? And it's Ridley Scott with Danielle, or Denzel. Sorry,
Danielle.
I did say Danielle. Have they worked together before, or no?
That's a good question. I don't
know. Let's see. Internet
knows.
Internet knows. Well, while he's looking that up, don't fucking forget, like the very first Gladiator with Russell Crowe and goddamn Joaquin Phoenix. That shit went so goddamn hard. Here
we go. American Gangster, which is like,
Frank Lucas,
Ridley Scott, and Denzel Washington. There you go.
There you go.
Fantastic movie.
Damn. So they've had bangers before, so this will probably be another banger.
I'm down.
I don't know if I've seen Gladiator. I know I've seen. I feel like I've only seen parts and bits of it. I've seen it once, and that was it.
Killer Frost said,
been entertained?
Killer Frost said, ain't even Gladiator 2, that's Training Day 2. Which
there
I agree.
You go.
That's Training Day vibes on it. Yeah.
It does. God damn it, I love Training Day. That one, for me, it's just easy watching. I know it's like this fucking hood movie, you know what I mean, with this renegade cop and all that, but I could just put that on at any fucking time and just be like, God damn, look at Alonzo go.
I remember watching like one of the first time I watched the Denzel movie. I think it was where he was like that one. Was it not
Malcolm X?
No. It was before that. It was with God damn it, I forget the guy's name. I got to go back and look. It's like Bulletproof or hold
on. Was it Virtuosity?
No. Before that, it was like one of his like first like real breakout roles.
There was the Sunset one or whatever, the one where he's in Jamaica.
No, he's a cop, but he was in like he was in the U.S. definitely, and he was with John Lithgow was the bad guy.
Oh,
what was the name of that fucking movie?
Isn't that the one with Ice-T and shit?
Was he in it?
Yeah, Ice-T was like, because he gets fucked up and he goes to the hood and fucking in the hood was fucking Ice-T. Ice-T helps him get off his foot, get off the streets and get revenge.
It's not Fallen. Somebody else said like.
No, it's not Fallen. It's
I know what movie you're talking 70 fucking movies. This is gonna be hard.
Ricochet. There you go. Ricochet. God damn, I was trying to look it up. Yes.
Yeah, Ricochet's newer than.
That is not. That's an old fucking movie. Well, sort of. Old.
It is, but it's new. It's old, but it's like he had other movies before that.
Yeah, he did like Glory.
It's 91.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's with John Lithgow, and yes, Ice-T as well.
Look at that. Yeah. Good job, old Mitch.
There we go.
I remember this movie.
It's a good movie because like, he was like a rookie cop.
Like a cow porn ring or something like that.
He's a rookie cop and he takes down like the bad guy. He's John Lithgow, shoots him in the leg. John Lithgow goes to jail, and then he gets out like way later, and Denzel's like a older, like well established cop now, and basically John Lithgow like tortures this dude. Like it's a really good movie. Like go back and watch it. It's fuck. He gets him high, makes him fuck a hooker. He gets chlamydia. It's fucking crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking. That was a crazy ass movie. Fucking John Amos is in this movie. Everyone thought he was dead. He's still alive, by the way. That's
one of my favorite sleeper fucking Denzel ones is. Did y'all see Flight?
Yeah, yeah.
That was a while ago. Yeah,
He was
yeah.
on fucking. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
That's when he's the pilot, right?
Yeah, I love how fucking wild he is. Like he's just this older party fucking guy that's like drinking, the drugs, the flying the plane, the not giving a fuck, the fucking hoes. Like he's just wild. Like that one is one of my favorite because it's just so different from his other ones.
Yeah, it's kind of different.
Oh hey,
it's funny because like
a toddler.
If you've seen what's the one where he goes back in time, kind of a deja vu, where it's like a little time shit. Yeah, where he's in Louisiana. That one was kind of wild. A lot of people didn't like that one, but that was pretty crazy. Because I remember that was when everyone was talking about Paula Patton. She was in everything at that time, and she's in that movie. It was like super crazy.
Wait, Paula Patton, is that the one that was in the World of Warcraft movie as an orc?
Yeah, she is in World of Warcraft. She is in World of Warcraft. Yep, that's her.
Yeah,
she married Robin Thicke and then divorced his ass.
My only problem with that one was I wasn't able to find enough like online AI.
Oh, here we go.
Spreading them out and spitting on it, Hawk Tui, Anyway.
Oh man, Paula Patton thing.
Paula Patton.
Yeah, she. I remember she was in good. She's in one of the Mission Impossible movies, Ghost Protocol. That was crazy shit.
Damn, remember John Q? God, I just remember like all these Denzel movies that were fucking awesome. Antoine Fisher, his fucking shits is great. Like he's got a great. I mean, obviously he's a great actor, but like all these movies I'm just remembering now they're so great.
What's wild about him? Obviously, with the exception of like the Equalizer,
I still like them
franchises, but he doesn't do a lot of sequels per se.
Yeah, you're correct.
He only just started doing sequels. Like back in the day, what sequel was he in? I think The Equalizer was the first sequels he's done that I can think of. What else was he doing a sequel of? Nothing else.
Yeah.
He did The Equalizer, and he did a trilogy. He did 2 sequels of that motherfucker. So that was some crazy shit. I was like, what? He's doing a sequel? And usually he's one and done.
And since we're talking about, Denzel, like his performance of Malcolm X in X, or Malcolm X, is great movie. Go back and watch it. After reading one of many, actually, no, it's just like the one, his autobiography or his biography, one of the two. It's great. And it's like they stayed pretty fucking accurate in the movie.
You know what's wild to me? Denzel, he looks... Not in anything, nothing like Malcolm, like look per se.
No.
But he does such a fucking phenomenal job. Like right off the bat, you're like, okay, that's Malcolm. You know what I mean? Like his mannerisms, the way he's carrying himself, his hair and whatnot. But he's much darker. You know what I mean? His hair is obviously dark. Like
his eyes are different color.
It's fucking
one of my favorite movies of Denzel's is Man on Fire, where with Dakota Fanning, and like Dakota Fanning's like maybe 8 or 9 in that movie, and she's up there with her acting skills with Denzel. Like the part where I don't know, a spoiler, but the movie did come out like 20 years ago. Like when he dies. And she's all crying, dude. I was freaking bawling. Like at that scene is when Dakota Fanning became my favorite actress. And she still is to this point.
Remember that time when he raped a guy with C4 up his ass? I'm just saying. That was another
and then he says...
He could get consent because he was passed out. I'm just saying.
He trolls the dude. He says, I wish you had more time.
Yeah.
Yep.
He blew him up.
This whole attitude blew off.
He blew him up ass first.
Unstoppable was good too, with the one with the train.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. I saw it in the theater. That was pretty good.
I'll tell you with my own fucking kids. Not that it makes any fucking sense or whatever, but I did obviously show my son more recently. But I'll just go straight Alonzo from Training Day and be like, you want to go to jail? You want to go home?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and he knows exactly what the fuck I mean. And he'll shut the fuck up and be like, I just want to go home.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit.
You need to go back and watch those movies.
So,
yeah.
Speaking of more Denzel, I know it's kind of like a debatable movie because I mean it's a Spike Lee movie. A lot of people were kind of whatever about it. I really liked this movie because it had a really good fucking cast, including Denzel, who's the star. It's fucking Inside Man.
Yeah, somebody's listening in the podcast in the chat. Yeah.
Inside Man was really good because you didn't know, you knew it was a heist, but then you knew something was wrong going from the jump, and there's twists and turns about the thing, and when you find the root of the problem, you're like, oh shit. Like you're thinking this is about money or gold, and you find out it's about fucking stature, status, and about someone who's like an elitist.
That's a Jodie
Foster. Yeah, Jodie Foster's in it. Yeah. I think Christopher Plummer's in it. A bunch of people in this fucking movie.
Yeah, that's
the movie is Mississippi Masala. Like that one was like that one like kind of introduced me to like I guess Indian people because I lived in basically a black area and that's never really interacted with anybody out in that of Indian descent. And so that movie really like kind of hit home a little bit later on in life.
Let me just be perfectly fucking real. That lead actress was bad as fuck.
For which movie?
Oh,
Mississippi Masala.
So the actress is Sarita. I'm not gonna try to butcher her last name, but she's in Fallout. Is she in Fallout? Let me double check. Because I just clicked on the link and like I'm looking at the girl like this. Why does her face look so familiar? She's been in something recently.
Good shit, though. Yeah.
Oh, Sarita, is that her?
Yeah, she's in Fallout.
Yeah, she's in Fallout. Yeah, that's
She plays Moldover.
Yeah, Moldaver. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta find the young.
Oh yeah.
These are like young photos. I guess young at the time.
So I'm gonna rapid fire some of these fucking movies. Yeah, I'm gonna rapid fire some really quick Denzel ones for you. Pelican Brief. That was the first time you see Denzel and Julia Roberts, and that was based off a book. And I'd never read the book, so everyone was all about it at that time. What the fuck is this about? And then I watched it.
That was probably close to the height of Julia's fucking ascension to being like super duper A-lister.
Superstar. Yeah. That was crazy. And then I don't know if anybody else watched The Hurricane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that was a sad ass fucking movie. Yeah, so they said he was robbed of an Oscar in that fucking movie.
He was.
Yeah, that was a fucked up movie, man. He did an amazing job. It was before, like, when he did The Hurricane, that's when you start seeing more. That's when you see Will Smith as Ali, like, literally, I think a year or two later or whatnot. You start seeing, more. You see Creed come up. You start seeing more boxing movies. Oh, what was it? Warrior, shit like that. So you start seeing that after.
Well, hold on. Go back to Hurricane for a quick second. We got to give him props though, because he was still, even at the time, maybe late 40s. I think even in his fucking 50s. But he was in his late 40s.
Late 40s.
He looked like a early 20s level of boxer fit. Like he really got in shape for that fucking role. Like down to like serious athlete, looking almost like Floyd Mayweather or whatever. Like he got cut for that movie. It was fucking awesome.
Another popular movie, which I still haven't seen to this day, but it had at the time. This is another come up for Denzel because he was with another, like, I would say a not golden age, but like maybe what would we call it now? Titanium age? I don't know. But it was Crimson Tide.
Titanium age. Goddamn.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what you call. You wouldn't call Gene Hackman a golden age star. He's not from back then. But Crimson Tide was another huge fucking film. It was like the new versus old, Denzel versus Gene Hackman. Huge fucking movie. I remember a lot of people talking about it. Then also Philadelphia, where he was nominated for an Oscar and didn't win.
Is Gene still alive or is he dead?
He's 90. He's not looking too good, but he's still with us.
Damn. Okay.
He's like 91, I think.
There's a couple of guys like that that are like super old and like still with us, but they're like, you know,
yeah,
like Robert De Niro is like one of them. He's up there in
Clint
age.
Eastwood.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood too. He's old as fuck.
Clint Eastwood, yeah, 100%.
Robert De Niro still got like a 3-year-old or something.
Yeah,
yeah, he's busting that fucking old fucking ancient nuts. He's busting nuts that came from like fucking, I don't even know, like Rome or the fucking Egyptian pyramids or some shit. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's got 3 or 4 left and he's busted 2 so far.
God damn.
Keeping on, I want to keep on really quickly with this Denzel vibe. Did anybody watch Devil in a Blue Dress?
Hell yeah, that was great.
So I didn't know shit about this fucking film. A friend of mine was going off because he read the books, and I didn't know this is a fucking book. So before the movie dropped, I read the book. I read the book like a month before the movie dropped. And I was like, holy shit, this is actually really good. I didn't know who Easy Rollins was. He was a celebrated character because Easy Rollins is a character in the what do they call them? It was like the suitcase murders or saxophone murders or some shit like that. And so like I read, it was my own first and only. I haven't read an Easy Rollins book ever since, but it was the only one that's been adapted to film at that time. And I guess they're trying to bring back an Easy Rollins as a TV series now. But Denzel, he's in this film where he's just like a street level detective. He's more like it feels like he's your neighbor that somebody knows that you can get shit done, and he ends up solving the case, going to high profile fucking areas during the civil rights movement.
Wait, didn't Denzel come out recently saying that his name isn't pronounced Denzel?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it's pronounced Denzel.
It's Dolezal, Rachel. What?
Terrible.
What? Hold on, what happened?
Terrible. So there also
is it really is it really Denzel?
He says
that's what he said.
Yeah.
He says his father is Denzel. He's Denzel.
I mean, if that's what he says, I mean, people call me. I can't even say my real name, but you know, I probably could. They mispronounce my shit all the time. Like, no, it's pronounced like this, and they're like, "Is it really?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm me." Like, so you know, I get it.
The Bone Collector. That's another one of my favorites. I like that one.
Was it?
I feel like The Bone Collector was a missed opportunity for a porn film. It probably is one. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean,
another spinoff would have been Lorena Bobbitt.
Damn, Angelina Jolie's been naked before.
They become limp once removed. I'm just saying.
Oh, God damn.
I mean, she would know, not me.
He's just. Oh, damn. Just list after list. I didn't see this. What's this Out of Time movie?
I remember watching that Out of Time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember. I'm pretty sure I seen it.
Oh, Eva Mendes and Sanaa Lathan. There's 2 baddies. Damn.
Eva Mendes is bad as fuck.
American Gangster was really good. Like that made me think that I could be a gangster. Like the shit he was pulling to like stay on top and just took one.
It makes me think you could be a gangster until the point where he walked down the street, somebody talked some shit, and he shot him in the face.
Shot him in the face.
Like, right.
Broad daylight.
Yeah.
Literally the only thing that took down Frank Lucas was going to a Muhammad Ali fight, sitting front row, and wearing like a $8,000 chinchilla mink fucking fur coat.
Yeah, and it
with the hat that matched.
With the hat that fucking drew everyone's attention. That's what got him caught. Yeah.
Yeah,
$8,000. He knew it too.
$8,000 back then was basically $8 billion today. So yeah,
pretty much.
Was it just like, who is this Negro with this coat?
Yeah.
They didn't even focus on the Muhammad Ali fight.
Y'all ain't got money. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's what fucked them up. They're like, who's this person? Yeah. Who's this Negro with all this money? They shouldn't have this much money.
$8 billion.
And that's when they started looking into who he was
on a fucking hamster coat.
Fucking got him. Yeah.
Goddamn. He was wearing a goddamn rat suit. Goddamn rodent.
Damn.
Wait, was American Gangster based off a true event or?
Yes.
Yeah. Frank
Lucas.
Yeah.
Frank Lucas. He was like just like, who isn't fucking Russell Crowe in that fucking movie or whatever?
Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah. He was the cop, right?
Yeah. That's like their 3rd time working together. I believe at that time. because they've been in a few movies together.
Could have been in Gladiator 2, but he's definitely dead in Gladiator 2. So
yeah, he definitely.
But it sounds in it though. So I guess that counts.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
Sure. But yeah, I mean, he's got movies that people talk about a lot, that will continue to talk about to this day. Even some of his like not so good. Even Two Guns. Apparently, Two Guns is based off a fucking true story.
Yeah, but
people still talk about it. They talk about how bad it is.
We don't have to mention
talk about that. Let me go back to Gladiator for a minute, though. Talking about because Russell Crowe and Denzel. So the first Gladiator movie was a fantastic movie back in the day because it had some really cool like action sequences in the movie, and I feel like Gladiator kind of led into this whole almost like fetishization, whatever, of like
Huey?
Of like Rome and Greece at the time. It was like one of the first ones. That because we had Gladiator, then we had like 300, and we had what was the other one with Brad Pitt? Troy.
Oh yeah.
But I'm pretty sure Gladiator was like the first one. Like bringing back the whole thing, and it was a great movie back in the day, and so I'm looking forward to seeing like what Ridley Scott can do with the new one. The trailer looked good. I know folks can be mad because there's a black guy in it in Europe, as if we didn't exist in Europe ever. We did. I mean, the Moors literally took over part of Europe. Anyway, but I'm looking forward to seeing like what he's going to do with the movie. And we haven't had like a real that era type of movie that was been like kind of hyped for a long time. Yeah. And I'm kind of like low key. I really don't give a shit about European history, like for like the longest time. But you got Denzel, so fuck it. I'm in, I guess. So I'll check it out. Whether or not in theaters or in at home. Actually, I can watch it in theaters now, so that'd be great. I'll watch it in theaters. Comes out this year, right?
Yeah, I'll probably watch it too. Yeah, it comes out this fall.
November 22nd. Oh no, sorry.
Yeah,
November 22nd.
Yeah.
Yeah. So another thing is that we've been glazing up Denzel.
I'm not glazing up nobody. Well, you glazing up somebody. I'm just
saying.
You say singularly, bro. Singularly.
Glazing them up. But we haven't talked about Pedro Pascal, who's been on like a literal career high horse in the last couple of years, who was also in this film.
Yeah, it's funny because like he was in one of the first the Kingsman movies. No, he's in the second one.
Oh yeah, he's in the second one. He's a statesman.
Yes,
even though it's awesome.
That's when I first saw him. Yeah, with the whips, and like seeing him go from like that to like today, it's like now he's like the dad. He's got like the daddy thing.
He's Daddy Pedro
for like
Daddy Pedro.
For like women. I'm just like, all right, like
Pete's and Equalizer 2 was Denzel, so they've worked together before.
Pedro? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
Pedro.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go.
Yeah, Pedro's fucking awesome. I got a feeling this is going to be a big fucking hit, and that's probably Thanksgiving weekend. I'm assuming late November.
Yeah,
November 22nd is that shouldn't be because I think
that's like Thanksgiving.
A couple days before Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure because my daughter had mentioned that Thanksgiving is like around her birthday this year.
Oh, okay.
And her birthday is like later in the month, so I look it up though because she's 7. So
I'm like, wait, your daughter's birthday is in October.
My other daughter, I have 2 of them. my youngest. But I'm pretty sure she's right because when I think that she's not right, she's usually right.
Oh yeah, Thanksgiving is it the third?
Third or the fourth?
I thought it was usually the last Thursday of the month of November.
Yeah,
I think
let's see.
It's going to be on the 21st. Thanksgiving is on the 21st this year.
It's on the 21st? Okay, so she's...
It's the Friday after.
No, it's the 28th. It's literally the day before her birthday.
Thanksgiving?
So, see, she's right. She wins again. 7-year-old wins again. Yeah, so her birthday's the 29th. But Thanksgiving this year is on the 28th.
Oh, yeah, it's the 4th Thursday of the month. That's what it is.
Yeah.
No, 4th Thursday. Okay, good shit. All right, guys. Y'all want to... Let's go ahead and wrap it up. It is what it is.
No kids. You don't got to wrap it up, though. I'm just saying, because you got, snip. You're busting dusty nuts. I'm just saying, that's a great condom joke.
Robert, we said Robert De Niro was doing that, and he's got he's got a 3-year-old.
Well, he cannot get a vasectomy because if they give him a vasectomy, they'll cut into him, and his whole soul would leave his body.
Yeah.
So just saying, he's that fucking old.
Bobby D. Blue, what you got popping this week? God damn it.
Oh shit, what's going on this week? Not a goddamn thing. I'm definitely I'm all caught up on My Adventure with Superman. There's also the Suicide Squad Isekai. Isekai, yeah. I'm watching that.
Bukaki. Yeah, I was gonna say
what?
Bible Black.
Going on. I'm gonna try to.
I'm just
watch,
saying he's not beating 1,000 dudes busting nut on. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If he beats them, it's the wrong kind of
the
way.
series is good so far. It's way better than Justice League and the Ruby Girls. That I didn't enjoy that at all. But
you don't like that? Oh, that's because you don't watch Ruby.
No, I don't.
That's
but no, it just somebody mentioned that I can't remember what it's called again. Oh, never mind. Now I'm not. Yeah, well, I learned what that means. It basically means when something is taken out of their world and into another world. And that's basically what happens with the Suicide Squad. They're brought into like a medieval world with magic. But then somebody said that if that's the case, that means that what movie were they talking about? I gotta look it up again. But they talked about something that is basically
Isekai.
Is the word?
Isekai.
Yeah, I got. Let me think about it, and I'll see if I can come up with it before the end of the cast. But other than that, just chilling, trying to figure out some things, doing yard work. I'm trying to get at work. I'm trying to get some. We have this thing called dog fooding where you get to borrow like equipment to test out for the company. So I'm hoping to get some cool tech. And like, unfortunately, I can't talk about it. I had to sign an NDA, but.
Here you are talking about it.
I was just about to say
I can't talk about what
gonna die.
What the device is or like what software is on there, but I can just say that
he's got the Batman suit. Cool. That's what he got. He's got the Batman suit.
I'll take it.
Wait, old Ninja, what you got this week?
Not a whole lot. Gonna be chasing more footage this weekend with everybody. In fact, people were already talking about Let's Play as soon as we ended the podcast tonight, which is fine. Gonna stay hydrated. You should too, Blue. You should. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be hot as fuck this next couple days. I can see you already on the cast. You're already darker, so it's gonna be hot as fuck coming the next 3 or 4 days. Just trying to stay fucking cool. Playing more First Descendant. Oh, everyone's talking about this new Axel Foley movie. They're saying it's actually pretty fucking good.
Axel F. Foley, like who's the F baby?
Yeah.
Please say the baby.
So I plan on watching that sometime this weekend. I've been we talked about this kind of briefly because Prodigy went super overboard when the first movie came out, but the trilogy N to X, Maxine came out I believe last weekend or this week or something. I'm gonna try to watch that also.
Wait, in theaters?
Yeah, Maxine's in theaters now. And
with that shit, god damn. All right.
Yeah, so the third film has like an all-star cast, which is very crazy to me. But everyone's enjoyed the first 2 movies. I actually saw them in chronological order, not in release order.
Is X the second one?
Yeah. So chronologically, yes, X is the second one. The first one is Pearl. X is the second, and Maxine will finish the trilogy.
God damn.
But in release order, X came out first, then Pearl, then now Maxine.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So you haven't heard of these films? They're slasher flicks.
Oh, that's
right. They're slasher films. Yeah, they're slasher films set in like the 70s. The first movie was about them filming a porn in like an old barn with fucking Kid Cudi blowing out Britney Snow's fucking back, which is super crazy, and with Jenna Ortega being the sound girl who wants to make her way into porn after seeing Kid Cudi's dick, and then they all get fucking cut up.
Kid Cudi's apparently huge dick. That was a big part of the movie.
Sure. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Maxine is now where she's actually in Hollywood, meeting all kinds of people. So she's meeting today's famous people like Giancarlo Esposito, Halsey. and all these other people like in 1980 in the porn scene. So apparently apparently murder followed her. So I'm looking to see how this plays out. Uh, yeah, watching more New Adventures of Superman, and somehow, hopefully, I keep saying this. I need to start fucking Shogun because apparently
Yeah.
season 2 will be out like early next year.
Oh.
And so I haven't seen Shogun.
Shogun's
Everyone
great.
keeps fucking talking about
Yeah.
it, but I never get to watch it. So, and of course, The Boys. We didn't talk about The Boys yet, but that was some crazy. Like, if you're into super fetish shit, you would have enjoyed last week's episode.
This is the best fucking season of The Boys.
It's fucking
I need to
crazy.
get caught
I
up.
do not say that lightly.
It was so fucking wild. Like, we literally, there's parts of the fucking show we had to stop because I was laughing so hard
Yeah.
because I was just like, they're not fucking showing this on fucking TV.
Oh, they
But
are.
then they are. After watching House of the Dragon, it makes sense now that they showed this. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess we're going there now. Also, House of the Dragon had a fucking crazy ass episode, which we did not talk about.
They have a
Hopefully
lot of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it for me.
All right.
Kind of jump back to the isekai thing. So, somebody who mentioned that the Matrix is an isekai because you're taken out of one world and brought into another one. But the one that blew my mind was that Space Jam is one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because Jordan's taken out of the real world and sent it to the Looney Tune world.
Technically. Kronos, what you got?
You were mentioning like the X movies or whatever, and I was trying to remember like why I don't watch horror movies anymore, and it's basically because of Human Centipede 2, and I've had enough. Like that was like the what that's what did it. I was like, you know what, this guy's jacking off with barbed wire, and I think I'm done. And I remember I sat through that whole fucking movie, and with a bunch of people. I was like, you know what, you all are some sick bastards, and I've had enough of this. So that's why I don't watch them anymore.
The fucking baby scene and that line still haunts me to this day. The whole like keep crying because your crying makes my pee hard or something like that.
Yeah, just
oh my God.
I don't. That went too hard for me. That was my limit. And I was like, I'm done with this whole genre. It was like Bleach for me. I bleached the whole genre. Fuck it. Anyway, I'm trying to recover from another goddamn eye injury, another eye poke I didn't see coming. I have visible damage in my fucking left eye now. But hopefully it heals. I had to take my contacts out. But that's why I'm wearing glasses, my spectacles. And it's funny because the guy that poked my eye this last time was the son of the guy that literally took a chunk out of my fucking head with his teeth on accident. And I'm just like, bruh.
Dude, we got to get some 1980s NBA goggles for your ass.
I get that whole face shield that one basketball player played.
You gotta get them James Worthy goggles.
I need to look better. Like actually pay attention to my surroundings. Anyway, I should be able to see it coming, right? But the thing is, I look at somebody's chest, not like their actual like everywhere else. Like I don't look at like their face when I'm like trying to grapple. Anyway. Shout out to he has no nickname, but Colin, who was out here, he's not related to me per se, but he's like sort of related, not really.
Extended family.
I've known him since he was like a fucking toddler. So, and now he turned 16 like next month. Does
he look like his daddy now?
Sort of, yeah. A way more in shape. Version of his dad. He's he's a wrestler and a jiu-jitsu guy now, and we got to roll on Monday, and he did a great job. Like I remember, like the last time we rolled, it was like a year, maybe less than a year ago, and he was good, but I could it was easy to like handle him. And this time we started rolling, and the first time, like I asked him, "Hey, you want to warm up?" And he was like, "Nah," and I'm like, "Okay," and I'm thinking, "Hey." Usually I warm up because I'm like almost fucking 45. I forget this kid's fucking 15. He doesn't need to warm up, but I do. So I was like, fuck it, let's go. And he goes for a single leg. I'm like, oh, last time we rolled, single leg's no problem. And he took me down like I was a little kid. And I was like, all right. And I still choked him out a bunch of times, but his like grappling skills overall were like way better than they were. It's like a meteoric rise over what he used to be. So shout out to Colin. Thanks for coming out and rolling with me for a while. And I also, even though I might have choked him out and submitted him or whatever, I took more damage overall than he did because I remember like when I got home later on that day, I was walking up the stairs and I came back down the stairs and I was like, "There's something wrong with my body," and I was like, "I should have warmed up." Like my ankle was fucked for like a solid like 12 hours. It's fine now, but like it was sketchy for a while. I was like, maybe I got to see a doctor, but it's okay now. Took some Advil. I'm fine. He's probably fine. I know he's fine
He's definitely fine. He's a teenager.
he's 15. Just saying,
Yeah,
fucking kids. But some days he's gonna be able to like defeat me easily, but not today. So that's all I got.
I accidentally took those kids to Pico Union neighborhood of LA while I was down there for Anime Expo. We were trying to find some boba, and randomly
find some
we're
violence?
walking through Tweakerville.
Yeah.
So you find some violence.
We walked through a colorful neighborhood, and I was just like, I need to make sure that my friend gets their teenager returned with both of his kidneys in his body.
Yeah.
So good times.
Yeah.
That's all bad.
Quaker's gonna tweak. I am going to.
You didn't go to Skid Row? I mean,
you know what? That was literally the opposite direction, but the same distance. Like,
okay.
That's like 5 blocks away to the south, and we went 5 blocks away to the north or something, or to the west, whatever it was.
Gotcha.
It was, yeah. LA is a grimy city, and it was just funny because whenever I'm in that city, especially with my kids, they're just like, "This is fucking disgusting, Dad. How do people, And I'm just like, LA is LA.
This is what's weird about living in like San Diego, like adjacent, is that you go to like downtown San Diego, and yes, there are some parts that are kind of gross, but it's nowhere near as gross as like downtown LA or even San Francisco. Those are like way worse. Like you might have some tents here and there, but you don't have like, I haven't seen like anybody shooting up on the streets in downtown San Diego yet, or shitting in the streets or pissing like it doesn't seem to be that same sort of problem in San Diego downtown.
Or literally screaming at the top of your lungs naked and fighting the worst demons imaginable.
Yes, but also they could be saving us. I'm just saying.
They could be Doom guy in their head. You never know.
It's a multiverse.
So gonna try the food game a little bit, and really just fucking catch up on some anime. I'm gonna finish this Kaiju number 8, and I'm gonna finish fucking Hell's Paradise. I've been on an anime fucking bender and shit. Nothing's quite scratched that same itch as the Delicious in Dungeon, but it was just really fucking good to see a whole lot of goddamn weebs with the cosplay and all the Artist Alley fucking fan made art for that shit. I was like, God damn it, this is what it's all about. This fucking level of weebetry. I got my son and Colin to understand that most weebs do not wear deodorant, and you want to give them a wide berth.
Yes.
They got that. They were just like, oh, I see. It's like, yeah.
It's a different level of. It's a level of like. It's not even just like the funk. It's like the desperation comes through with the funk. And then it's weird because you have like these super hot like weeb chicks.
Yep.
That like kind of like it probably increases the level of like desperation and like funk.
Yep. Yes. Yep.
Anyway, I'm just saying.
She's dressed up as your favorite waifu, and you don't have deodorant, and you got your fucking Badussy and dick cheese just smelling all ripe in 90-degree LA weather. It is what it is.
You could probably get that chick if you just like, figured out some shit in your life.
Yes.
Like deodorant, basic hygiene.
Yeah.
And maybe get in a little bit of decent shape. Because you have similar interests.
Penicillin though. Like you got to clear up the dick cheese if you want to have
penicillin. Don't kill that. Dick cheese is like that's a hygiene problem. I don't think it's a penicillin problem.
Yeah.
I feel like it's both.
Chlamydia is like burning when you pee.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had chlamydia or like dick cheese or nothing. Like I stay pretty cleanly, so
But that clap, there's no coming back from the clap.
Well, I gotta say, hold on. There's probably one time when I was in like MCT combat training. where I was so dirty I had to throw away all my clothes. It was like 2 weeks of like pretty intense training with like no change of clothes.
Yeah, that's foul.
Yeah, but I also didn't go to a Comic-Con after that.
No.
So, just saying.
Old Ninja, take us out, goddammit.
Wow. You just experienced Black and Black Ties Infinity, the biggest podcast on the internet. Check us out anywhere and everywhere. BthanBTI. It's BthanBTI. Anywhere you consume your podcast, just know that we go live every Wednesday, 8:30 Pacific time ish. Don't expect us to be 8:00. That will be in that range. You gotta give us like a 5 to 15 minute window. But we'll go live eventually. You can email us at bthanbti@gmail.com. We have a Discord server if you want to jump on there. Sometimes it'd be crazy though. Sometimes it'd be quiet, but other times like it'd be going off like fucking.
We had a lot of people tonight on the live stream.
Yeah, we had a good amount. That's in the chat. So for those of you who don't know, there's a live chat. We go live, so be a part of the discussion. We're also on Twitch as well. If you're watching this if you're listening via audio or watching this on YouTube now and didn't know, we're also on Twitch. And check out our official website, bidhatproductions.com/BthanBTI.
Balance Exchange is coming back, and we'll announce the days at the end of the month.
Olive-skinned Lex Luthor.
So the Greeks invented orgies, and the Romans
added the hard R.
The Greeks did not invent orgies.
No, well, apparently that's the joke.
So, yeah, okay, that is a joke. I agree. Anyway,
but apparently the Romans added women. So
okay, there we go.